Arizona. Why, just say the name Arizona and you conjure up images of the Old West. Cowboys, gold prospectors, wagons of settlers rolling across the valleys in unparalleled rugged beauty. And in southeast Arizona, about an hour southeast of Tucson, lies an oasis called the Circk Ranch, near the town of Patagonia, once a center that serviced the local ranchers, miners, and the railroads back into the 1800s. And now is a quiet community of eclectic shops, artists, craft shops, farmers, and ranchers. Closing in on nearly a century of offering exceptional adventure and hospitality, the Circk is a guest ranch you have to add to your bucket list. Welcome to the Circk Ranch in Patagonia, Arizona. When you drive through the gates at the Circk Ranch, you'll feel like you've come home. It's a welcoming, warm, colorful place where you're surrounded by natural beauty everywhere and welcomed as family. With a capacity of about 45 guests, you're assured individualized attention and top-notch service throughout your stay. 7 historic Spanish-style adobe guest cottages offer guests a comfortable place to kick back and rest after the day's activities. And you'll get the best night's rest you've had in a long time. But you probably won't be spending a lot of time in your cottage with all there is to see and do at the Circk. Mornings are special at the Circk, and guests can make their way down to the corral to watch the horses come in from their night on the pastures. It's a spectacular sight as more than 100 horses emerge from the woods and run towards the corral for the morning's activities. As many times as you might witness them coming in or going back out for the night, it's always an incredible sight. The horses are expertly trained and have the highest standards of care. The wranglers know there's nothing better than a good horse under you to take care of you on the trails. Now, it may have been a while since you've been on a horse, and maybe you're a rider with lots of experience. The wranglers will match you up with a horse well suited to your riding ability. Guests are provided with riding instruction and orientation. And the instruction doesn't end when you leave the corral. They'll help you as needed along the trail. They know if you and your horse are a good fit, you'll enjoy the riding and trails all that much more. The trails are rich in abundant wildlife, so you're likely to see wild turkeys, bald eagles, and other inhabitants of this natural landscape. You'll definitely want to have your camera along, as natural beauty is everywhere. Probably the cornerstone of the Circle Z weekly program is the horseback riding, and you can take in as much as your adventure quotient will allow. With over 6,000 acres of incredible Arizona beauty to explore and over 150 miles of trails to ride, you'll retrace the hoof prints of the early settlers and ranchers. With unspoiled beauty everywhere, you'll feel like you've traveled back in time 150 years as you make your way through and around the Patagonia mountains and rock structures that have stood as sentinels for thousands, if not millions, of years. The mountains never seem to look the same way twice, as the sun arcs across blue skies through the day and the mountains change color. You, your friends, and your horses will ride up to one of the highest lookout points for breathtaking views. Now I ask you, would you rather be in your gray office cubicle under fluorescent lights, shuffling papers all day, staring at a computer in a plastic banana plant, or be on top of the world with your friends, family, and your horse, soaking in unparalleled natural beauty and reconnecting with what's really important in life? We thought so. After a day on the trails, you can relax in the heated pool or play some tennis. Or hang out at the game room that the kids always enjoy. Prior to dinner each evening, guests can enjoy some gourmet hors d'oeuvres and friendship at the cantina and listen to some genuine old Western cowboy songs, which will take you back to those Western cowboy memories you had as a child. And when you hear that bell ring, it means you're called to some excellent cuisine. The main lodge is the focal point for meals, or just relaxing in front of the fireplace with a cup of morning coffee. The meals are simply incredible. It's hard to describe. The kitchen staff take great delight in surprising guests with what they can come up with. And we know you'll be talking about it long after your stay. It's something you just have to experience.
What I love about Circle Z Ranch is that it's run by a family, and that family atmosphere just trickles down to the employees, and the employees treat us like we're family too. So within a day or two, you're riding along with the Wranglers and you're just talking about things that you would talk about with somebody that you've known for a really long time, and it just makes for a really welcoming atmosphere.
So I think what struck me about Circle Z was just how it has a way to bring everybody together. You can come here as complete strangers, and by the end of the week you just feel like everybody is your friend or even part of your family. Just going out on these rides together with the beautiful scenery is just amazing.
One thing guests will enjoy are the guided nature walks, where experts will walk you around the ranch and show you an environment you never knew was there.
New Mexico, it's in the boot heel too, from the Sierra Madres up to the Rocky Mountains.
But was always surrounding you.
So you have these guys going there. Coati are around, but will look a little more skunk-like and be about the same size, but it won't have that fingered look as much.
It's a fascinating lesson on the nature that surrounds us. One evening, you'll be treated to astronomy night, where you'll learn more about the constellations and celestial bodies than you ever knew was possible. In the clear night air of Arizona, you'll probably see more stars than you ever believed possible. Campfires and cowboy entertainment are a great way to end the day, sitting with friends and family around a crackling fire. Does it get any better than this? That beautiful Arizona moon may be 240,000 miles from Patagonia, but you're just a few hours flight and drive time from just about anywhere in North America. Just fly into Tucson International and the adventure begins about an hour away.
Safe horses, excellent trails, wonderful guides that are knowledgeable, the camaraderie that we feel from the people who run the place. The staffing is excellent, the beds are comfortable, the accommodations and food outstanding, but mostly I would say it's having a safe, well-schooled horse that I'm confident on and can relax and enjoy my ride and the wonderful view.
Lunch rides and cookouts are always a treat. You and your friends can tie up your horse and enjoy lunches cooked over a wood fire and relax for a while before riding out for more adventures on the trail. Somehow the food always tastes better when wrapped in nature. But don't take our word for it. Guests share their feelings about what a special place the Circle Z Ranch is to them.
Easy to say what isn't there to like about the Circle Z. It's got a great feeling of camaraderie. The people who are staff here are like friends immediately. They are curious about you and attend to your needs. The horses are really well taken care of. They are groomed, they are saddled for us each day. The food is outstanding and varied, and I love our accommodations. They're so pretty and southwestern and individualized. So I love the ranch and I would come back next year. Cut!
With the town of Patagonia a few miles down the road, you can ride the horses into town and stop for lunch at the Wagon Wheel Saloon. Just tie the horses up behind the saloon and enjoy some local hospitality. You might even venture back into town in the evening for karaoke night, something guests and the locals always enjoy. Are more than a destination. The ranch, and managers Jenny and George Lorda, the ranch is not simply a business. It's a passion. And being family-owned and operated is a huge part of what has made them successful for nearly 100 years. Diana and Rick Nash share what's special about the ranch and why people should consider a guest ranch vacation. It's far more than a destination.
Well, there's a lot of special things about this ranch, and I think for many of our guests that come here over and over, even sometimes many times during the same season, it's not a vacation spot for them. It's an experience. It's a place they come to that is deeply rooted with history, from the beginnings in the 1920s to how we have been able to sustain that. Sustain the traditions, sustain the beauty in the area, the beauty in the buildings that we call our home, and even the location of the corrals and where our horses live their lives. It's been this way for many years, and guests sense that. And I think when they come here, they sense not just stepping back in time, but stepping into time and being able to experience a place that not just has beauty, but has a feel of family and of nature, of horses, and of being a part of that, experiencing that, not just seeing it, but experiencing it.
People should take a look at an alternative vacation, because the same old stuff is always involving traffic and noise and crowding and that sort of thing. And perhaps there's also another way to look at a vacation, and that's being able to get away from the big crowds and not have to be around a whole bunch of people all the time, and involve your family as a unit rather than just one person off on his own playing with a cell phone or video game or whatever. It allows people to get back together as a family unit. It also involves being able to get outside again and enjoy what sort of natural beauty is out there. There's mountains and trees and animals that you might never think about that are out there you can get close to.
This year we're celebrating our 90th year as Arizona's longest continually operating guest ranch, and to that's really special when we think about the thousands of people that have been through our ranch, the thousands of horses that have made their homes here. And we celebrate all of the guests. We've gone back through all of the hundreds and thousands of photos we have from over the years, dating back to when the Zinsmeisters first found the place. And you look out and it's the same. I mean, it's the landscapes are there, the buildings are the same as they're painted differently maybe, but it's the same buildings as that they put up in the 20s. And it's fun being able to, have this mark of 90 years and celebrate all that the Circle Z has been to not just our family, but to thousands of families over the years. This is a serene place. There's something magical about it. I mean, you almost hear and feel the natives that once roamed through here and the missionaries that came through. It really is it's a deeply meaningful place, and we're proud and excited to be a part of its 90th year.
It's far more than a destination. It's a transformative place where people can disconnect from their digital lifestyle and reconnect with what's really important in life. Family, friends, natural beauty, the sound of a rushing stream, horses neighing in the distance. It's something you have to experience to understand.
I was most impressed by Circle Z Ranch regarding the detail that they took regarding the food, the presentation, the accommodations, the care that they gave their horses. Their tack was always immaculately clean, and they did everything possible, and they went above and beyond to make sure that our stay here was second to none.
If you're ready to break out of the daily grind and discover beauty, nature, simple values, and what really makes life important, if you want to reconnect with family and friends and discover unmatched natural beauty, if you want a vacation like no other, well, my friend, you need to head to the Circle Z Ranch for an experience like no other. We'll get you a horse saddle, and we'll see you at the corral. What's the best guest ranch in North America?